Hello, today I'm going to show you my favorite lab instruments. One I use very regularly, I must admit. Absolutely love labs. I've been using these for decades, and if you've never heard of them or heard of what this is, they're free VSTs made by Spitfire Audio, and I believe there's 55 of them now, and there's plenty of choice. You name it, it's probably got something like that. They do lots of pads, but they do a lot of bread and butter as well. String patches, brass patches, woodwind patches, you name it. But we're specifically looking at my favorite ones today, ones I cannot live without. So let's move into the lab software. One note, I do love this software. I just wish, because it's getting to that point with 55 instruments, it's all in one dedicated plugin, which of course is free as well. But I just wish there was a search bar so I could find them easily. I know they kind of break it down at the side, and I'm probably just being a spoiled brat here because they do a lovely job here, but I would like maybe just a little search bar, or maybe alphabetical order when you're just on the basics, but I'm probably just being a spoiled brat and I should just suck it up because these are free and they are amazing. But these two are the ones I actually use the most. Specifically the handbells one within the handbells. I don't use the Ghost and handbells Vibrato. They're saying that I do use the Vibrato one a bit. Not really the Ghost one. Good for horror stuff, but I just love the intimate feel and sound of this, and you just have this raw sound that you really comes across with the laps. Just have a listen. And it's such a lovely intimate sound, and it really just fits really nicely on a small ensemble piece when you just need that little bit of treble, and it holds the melody so well, as you probably heard from the demo at the beginning of this video. You can control the tightness, which is really nice. You also have reverb as well, so you naturally have this really quite intimate sound, and it's velocity sensitive. I don't know what it is. Some of their things recently have not been velocity sensitive, and you have to use the mod wheel to control the velocity. And yes, it does the same here almost. Like if you put it right at the top, but if you stick it right at the bottom, you still have, I feel, a full range, while some you kind of have to stick it in between and try and get the best of both worlds, because I like playing with two hands. So if I'm having one hand over here at my mod wheel, while I'm trying to play a two-handed bit, it doesn't really work well for me. But I just love the velocity sensitivity of this patch. But as well, you can just stick it up there, and you have got a little bit of noise on it, but it's a nice bit of noise. What else do we have here? I believe that's it just for this one. Of course, expression, your box standard volume knob. You do have the ghosty patch and the handbells Vibrato, which naturally has this lovely, a little bit more of a ring to it. Just lovely and intimate, and just that perfect balance of not too much, not too little. Tightness again can be controlled there, and dynamic. My second favorite, and one I reach for and could not live without, is the Music Box. Same sort of reason actually. It has this really nice trebly sort of sound, because I find, I don't know, with me, the way I compose with ensembles, you can get a lot of mid and a lot of low, but it's finding a nice trebly sound, and these fit perfectly in that niche. Now, I believe it's the first one I like. Same sort of reason with the velocity. You can hit it hard and get this nice loud sound, but you can play it really softly. Same thing happens with this. Just kind of maxes it out on the velocity sensitivity side. Tightness as well can be controlled with that one. And then we've got the resonant one, which resonates a little bit more. as it says on the tin. Now, I don't think there are any dynamic layers. You just have the inbuilt software. The harder you play, the louder it sounds. But by the sounds of it, I think we have a couple round robins. I could be wrong. But to me, it's a beautifully sounding instrument. The way you play it as well, if you play expressively, you can really bring out those instruments that maybe lack in the dynamic and round robin sort of sector. But both of these gorgeous trebly lab instruments that I cannot live without, and I definitely recommend downloading and using if you haven't already. But we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.